Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, a bald explorer, out on another walk. And with me is Harriet. Hello, Harriet.
Morning.
And down on the ground is little Lola. Hello, Lola.
Hola.
She's more interested in where we're going.
It's very quiet this morning.
It is quiet. Today, we are in Shropshire. We're in a little place in the Shropshire Hills, sandwiched really, between the Lola and Caer-Caradoc and the Long Mynd. What is the name of the place, Harriet?
Church Stretton.
Church Stretton. Church Stretton, the name I think derives from, Stretton, that part of it, derives from street or straight, Roman for road, and tun for settlement.
Ah. What did you call it earlier? Like a Swiss...
Oh, Little Switzerland. It's also known as, because of the houses that are in the hills. So it's in this valley off the A49 in Shropshire.
Yeah.
And it's this pretty much I suppose, a Victorian Edwardian now town. But in something like 1590, all the timber frame buildings that were here all burnt down in a fire.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a bit like Blandford Forum that we once went to.
Yeah, a long time ago.
A long while ago. That burnt down in, I think, the 16th or 17th century. So it's a similar sort of story. And as a result, the timber frame buildings like this one coming up here at the Stretton Ale House, they're mostly from, I guess the 16th century onwards. But they would have been pretty old in their day anyway. But an ancient settlement overlooked, as I said before, by Caer-Caradoc. There was an Iron Age hill fort on the top of Caer-Caradoc which would have overlooked it. The Romans, of course, came here because there was on the top of Caer-Caradoc during the Roman period of invasion Caractacus, and it's believed that Caractacus's last stand took place there. And there's a little cave on the top where King Caractacus is alleged to have escaped the Romans. Harriet first took me here in about 2010.
Yeah, it was quite scary.
And we went up onto the Long Mynd, and there's a video we've just made about that, so do check that one out. And then she took me into Church Stretton as one of, apart from Shrewsbury, one of the first sort of rural villages that I'd seen in Shropshire.
Absolutely.
And we had a cup of tea with the bespectacled lady.
The bespectacled lady,
which had us laughing for a long time.
It did.
There's, isn't there down here a bit like in Montgomery, a rather interesting ironmonger's shop,
I
if
think
I
we've
remember.
gone past it actually.
Oh, have we?
Yes.
Not to worry. We also once found this rather amazing tea rooms, didn't we, here?
Yeah.
That was like walking into somebody's front room.
It was lovely, but I think it's closed down now.
Oh, that's a shame.
I think it was in a bit further back there, yeah. There were a couple of others I've seen, but that one was just really nice. It had all the papers there, and
it was
really
lovely
cool,
feel about
wasn't it?
This is very much these days a bit of a tourist trap now in Shropshire, isn't it? It's the sort of haunt.
Walkers sort of centre, really.
Yes. I suppose it's the equivalent to what's a Betsy Coed that we went to for the
absolutely
for the
good
Snowdon
comparison,
area.
or Kendal in the Lake District.
Yeah, so a lot of people sort of board up here.
But it's also a big retirement place.
Oh, is it?
Yes, a lot of people come here to retire. It's a very genteel place.
And very quiet on a Sunday.
Very quiet.
As we can see, because normally it is quite a thriving, busy little place. It's just set to the west of the A49, which is a notoriously tedious road, isn't it?
Horrible road.
That I believe used to be the old Bristol road that was from here down to Bristol, I guess from Shrewsbury as well.
Yes.
Once known as Watling Street, as it was a Roman road in its day. We're slightly squished up here now.
The pavement's quite narrow, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
To keep Lola off the road.
So we're sort of just walking the main high street I guess this is the high street.
Well, I don't know whether it's that, the other one, to the what we walked past on the left, where we saw the bespectacled lady. That's probably the main high street.
And here,
That's the way up to the hotel.
if we have a look, you get that sense of little Switzerland here,
Yes.
don't you? With the houses up in the hills. There's a graveyard on our left-hand side. And I was reading about the hotel, and I cannot remember its previous name now, which was an interesting name, but like these videos, very much the information falls out of my head.
Watch out.
We've got the nice little church up here. Should we go up to the church?
Up Church
Let's walk
Street, to the church.
up to Church Street.
Come on, come on. Noisy car.
Noisy car. Yes, you can see here because of the hillside, you've got all these little. They're almost like chalets, I suppose, that you would have in Switzerland.
Yeah.
But not quite. Not quite the same. But
There is a hotel, is massive. That's further
is it that?
behind us, but it's got a fantastic position.
Great views, I imagine.
Great views, yeah.
There's a whole mixture of different building materials. As you can see on our left, you've got some stonework, some original stonework there.
Tiny little cottage.
Tiny little cottage, tiny little window. Then more modern, which unfortunately don't look as nice. And then more stonework here coming up at the Houseman's Mews. And then very Victorian, the Church Stretton Library. Very,
It's like an old primary school, doesn't it?
yeah, absolutely, and probably was actually.
Probably was, yes.
Probably was, or it's got that sort of, or it's got a church window in, so it may have been a missionary hall or something. And then coming up to present itself, you've got the church of Church Stretton, I suppose, which is here looking lovely. And I assume there are people here on a Sunday, the day we're recording, inside attending, one would hope. Let's just go and have a look through the railings here. And a tree there with some tiny orange fruit, whatever that tree is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes, I can hear singing in the church.
Oh, yes,
So
you
we'll
can.
go up and see
Yes.
if we can capture a bit of that. And
It's actually blue sky.
blue sky above us, which is nice. It was about 1 degree when we came out. The Priory, look, the Priory on our left-hand side, 1832 it says above the door. Beautiful, beautiful building, lovely brickwork and stuff. And then, you know, a little bit of coloured houses. You get some of those. Nice pastel colours behind us there. And see if you can hear the singing in the church. This is St. Lawrence's Church. We won't go in.
No.
So there we are, a little.
You're welcome to drop in for a bit.
Well, we're going to look for a little cafe, but thank you very much. That's very nice.
The vicar.
There's the vicar out to read his sermon. And here on our left, the hallowed graveyard. And then if we round this corner, we should
go
come back down and be ready to look for a little cafe, which will be great.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's definitely worth visiting Church Stretton, having a cup of coffee at some juncture before you launch yourself up for the exercise of the Long Mynd and the other surrounding Shropshire hills, which is rather terrific. So, Harriet, thank you once again for taking me on another exciting little walk, and of course, lovely little Lola.
There's the ironmongers.
Oh, ironmongers. We've come into a little square. Look at
Yes.
this. So, here we go from Church Stretton. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Till then, bye for now. Beautiful.
So quiet everywhere, isn't it?